Welcome to Total Insanity presents Leonidas Desus' Freak Out with Leo Desus. Today, we are with special guest and fellow graduate student, Ian Wilson.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I have a switcher now. It's pretty... Someone used scraping chairs. I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah. I'm finally using the switcher for the first time. I can do fading things. I can fade in, like, in between two cameras and make it really strange looking like this. And
oh, cool.
Not really strange. I can do, like, awesome patterns and make, like, circles, or if I turn this key on, yeah, I can make like circles happen. I can make like just anything I want now. But I digress. This is not a show about technology. This is a show about the true content that I want to bring to, you know.
Can I press a button?
Sure. But it's not going to switch to the camera yet. I need a preview monitor, and I need a feedback monitor. Or, like, press the button. If you notice, it doesn't change. If we had a preview monitor, we could now see what it would change to.
Do you want, like, an extra computer monitor? Because I have one. Do you want it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
just been sitting
I'm sorry,
in the studio.
I didn't mean to break your personal boundary space.
It's all right. I don't mind.
But I really could use an extra monitor. I was like, I don't want to buy one.
Yeah, I'll just give you mine. It's just sitting in my studio, and I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it. It's just like my parents gave it to me, and I was like, I don't need a desktop computer. It just takes up so much space. I was gonna sell it on OfferUp.
But
someone offered to buy it, and they just never bought it.
So that happens with computer monitors.
Yeah.
So if you press cut, it will cut to, like, it's the preview, and then when you press cut, it does it. And that the camera 3 is my computer. You can do auto, and it will do a fade, or it can do, like, this wipe thing, this weird, like pushes. It can endlessly push us. Oh wait, I stopped it. You can stop it? I can do that?
Nice.
I can. Sweet.
That's really cool.
Okay, this isn't entertaining for people. I gotta bring the content that people want. Though I would like to address. I'll get to Ian. This is all about me right now.
It can be all about you. It's okay.
I would like to address the viewership. This is a very experimental, loose thing. It's perhaps even less structure than the original Total Insanity. So don't expect much from this. Don't expect to be entertained nonstop, but expect moments of exquisite entertainment. Moving along. See, I can now I can look at this camera. I'm just having fun with my tech.
I mean, it's pretty cool, you know.
It's so great. Okay. Ian is a painter. And why am I need to be looking at this, yeah. We can also preview what's happening here, I guess. We don't really need that.
Yeah.
This is probably easier.
I mean,
this is how I used to do it. I think I thought because I had this and this, it would be too much on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is probably just the best thing. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand any of this AV stuff. Or
that's okay. I've talked about technology
video.
for too long already.
No, it's all right. I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
So
things like
you can cut it.
Like a modulator for cameras.
I have a camera assistant now. It's really great. Alex. Thank you.
Is this the first time she's been your camera assistant?
Yes, this is the first time I have anybody moving camera. This is the first live camera movement of my live streaming.
I mean, it'll probably change things up a bit.
I need to like color correct this, but who cares? Okay. Ian, your paintings. I should have told you to bring a painting so we could have displayed it on screen. But how does it feel to be a painter at USF? Very broad question, but very important question.
I mean, it feels pretty good. You know, I just have a lot of time to explore ideas I've always had and just really think about what I'm doing and maybe try out some new techniques and I don't know, just expand on my painting practice.
Very nice, very nice.
Which is pretty cool. It's probably the only time in my life where I'm gonna have like literally just like 3 years to just sit down and paint. When you think about it,
I believe that in your old age you'll get another 3 years to paint.
Yeah, I hope so. If I make it to old age,
that's what we all hope, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of painting, I think I'll grab this painting over here. I don't know if the camera can actually go over there, so don't worry about following me, but if you can, do so. So, ow! This wall made of VCR blue screen is pretty hurtful.
You mean it's painful?
I should have this moving, but that's a technical thing I'm gonna work out. Why is my volume so low now? I feel like I'm really quiet. Do you hear that talk?
I think so.
You like why?
Can you hear your feedback on the delay or whatever?
I just got like really quiet or something. This mic is breaking. Okay, whatever. This painting of Ian, I painted in the very first semester, and it was when I was I was encouraged by the faculty to try new things, and then immediately after trying said new things, I was encouraged
to not
stop. How do you feel about this painting? Well, how did you feel about this painting when I first painted it, and how have your feelings changed over time?
Yeah, I didn't really have any feelings towards it initially. I thought it was pretty funny, because I do say things like, "Hell yeah, it's yours." If
this is from an email, direct quote.
Yeah. What somebody wanted the extra bookshelf that I had in my studio, and
yeah. Okay.
They said, "Hey, I'll take it," and I was like, "Hell yeah, it's yours!" Because I was so happy to get rid of it, but also happy that somebody else would have something they could use.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is the shirt that Ian wore a lot, at least at the time, Lies Records. So I had to add that realistic element in there.
I do wear that shirt still a lot. I like that shirt a lot.
But this is done with that. Okay. It's really bothering me that the audio got quieter. People watching the stream, if the audio got too quiet, please comment and let me know if I need to turn it up.
Are there any viewers?
We have 2.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good for a non-promoted, not Total Insanity episode.
Yeah, and and it's pretty good for like a Thursday, I feel like, at 5 p.m.
Yeah, this is like a strange time. I don't know if more people would watch Friday or Thursday, because I used to use the show Friday.
Oh yeah.
But then you couldn't be on it because it didn't work with your schedule.
Yeah.
If anyone has my phone number and wants to call me too, call into the show.
Do some call-ins. You
Please
can call me also.
Nice. If I had a proper mixer, it doesn't matter. Stop the tech talk. Stop the tech talk. Moving on to our next topic. Why is this so quiet? This is really bothering me. Let me turn this up. This output. Like, is that... No, it's distorting. Okay, I'm not going to obsess over it. I'm just going to accept it. So, next I'm going to talk about some very interesting... Oh, I switched to the other camera. I have to learn how to use the switcher, guys. Like, there's a lot of pressure with live streaming.
What about, what does this AFV button do?
There's a lot of pressure. That says audio follows video, which I don't know what that means. We can get a picture-in-picture, though. You can move it around.
So did you just get this thing, like, today?
No, I got this, like, 2 weeks ago, but I just didn't have time to learn it. I learned it, like, the basics of it one day. And then I learned more stuff today. Okay. My audio is getting progressively quieter, it seems like. It really seems like. Okay, that seems better. That seems better, right?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay. These are up and down menu volume things. Okay. This is a disaster so far, but what do I expect when I don't plan anything and do this?
I mean, it's just kind of a low-key, quiet afternoon.
Okay. I want to show some images from a student. A student made these in my class. They they inserted me into famed Disney Channel original movie Brink. It's my favorite. It's not easy for me to pick favorites. It's my favorite Disney Channel original movie.
That is super, super weird, man. But in, like, a good way.
Yeah. And there's not just this. You think this is all there is? No, think again. We've got Xenon. This one I look freaky. This one I look like a disgusting, gross creature.
Yeah, that's pretty hideous.
Yeah. I'm not proud of this one.
You look like a really, looks like a really grotesque, ugly version of John Oliver.
Okay, yeah, I can. That's an astute judgment there.
Yeah, not saying that you're ugly, but with the like blonde hair and
there's something about that.
Yeah,
that's 2014 Leo too. It's a picture from my LinkedIn that they found.
They got LinkedIn, like the most useless social networking website, but everybody has one. I just think it's funny because it's Disney Channel, and I think that's pretty weird in itself because it's Disney. I don't know. It's like a weird fantasy land that people inject themselves in, and they really love it. I've never been to Disney World. Usually I talk a lot of shit about it, but I feel like if I went, I'd probably have like a really good time, and I'd be like, why did I even judge this before not even experiencing it?
That's an acceptable. Disney's easy to judge. Disney's easy to say it sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like in the past though it was easier to like Disney. Now that they have bought up every company, basically every company in America now.
And they're going to make 3 more Star Wars movies coming into this decade, and the even the cast and like the new ones. I haven't seen the third one. I still want to, but if I can ever find the time, maybe I'll go see it. The cast, they're like, no, just stop. Let the series just die. But I don't think they will, because I mean, it's Star Wars. Like, most people like Star Wars, and you know, I'll always go see a Star Wars movie around the holidays. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
Star Wars, it is fun to watch. Like,
Yeah.
It is, as much as I was always very casually into Star Wars.
You have
and then
to be.
one day, I don't want to cut to that. One day I was like, oh, I had a coworker who was like super into it, and he just talking about it all the time. He got me like super hyped, so I was like very into Star Wars for the last 3 movies.
Yeah.
And they were just like, I liked The Last Jedi, which people did not like, but
I thought it was fine. It was
I just think
entertaining. I mean,
the last movie just was a joke of a film, plain and simple.
really, the third one?
It was just like complete mess and an utter,
Really?
for me, it was
Not good?
it was terrible. But I don't really care that much because I'm not that invested into Star Wars.
I mean, if they keep making them, you know, you can't really be that invested into it, because it doesn't become special anymore. Like I remember I saw episode 1 and the hype for it, everybody was so stoked about it because, you know, there hadn't been a Star Wars movie since like 1983, and then like 16 years later, in 1999, I was like 10 years old, and everybody was excited for the new Star Wars, and it turned out to be like one of the most disappointing cinematic experiences of my life, because like fucking Jar Jar Binks, man, is like one of the worst characters, in my opinion,
For
ever
me,
made.
that movie came out when I was like 10, so like
Yeah.
everyone hated it. I was always just fine with it.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that new trilogy. I thought it was corny. I don't know. I feel like I've had this conversation.
I feel like I'm like,
probably with you. Like,
I don't know, but I feel like I'm half paying attention to you. I'm sorry. It takes a lot of my mental capacity. Maybe someday I'll have somebody switching for me.
nah, don't even worry.
And then I
about
can
paying
focus on being
attention.
funny. Because as of right now, all the focus is just on me talking about tech and me not being funny.
I think that's pretty funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're okay with me.
Yeah, of course, Leo.
Somebody call in. Okay, Ian.
What's
We
up?
gotta pump the energy up on the show.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get hyped.
get hyped. I lost my train of thought. I'm not doing a bit. I lost my train of thought. Okay, people say we look alike.
Yeah.
People confuse us. They see 2 skinny white men and they're like, "Hey, aren't they the same person?" I don't know. You be the judge. Chat. Come in. Why is nobody chatting today?
Yeah.
Somebody say their opinion on this. Somebody give me something here. This is supposed to be interactive. This is supposed to be, but really it's just, as Noel said, a masturbatory exercise. But isn't all art simply that? Truly? The only difference with me is I'm broadcasting myself being myself. But I won't get into the racist implications that we look the same. 2 white people look the same. But I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean to get controversial.
Yeah, I mean, I think technically it can't
I'm
be
not-
racist
I'm not-
because
I know.
we're in
I know.
America, but
I know.
I know where you're coming from.
I know I'm going to get backlash from this. Please send me letters. Other people are like, don't send me your letters. Please send me letters because I don't get any letters, and I think it would be cool to get letters I could read on air.
I did tell you the other day, like I was walking to my studio at like 9 in the morning before I teach class, and like Araneo was like,
This is the story I wanted.
yeah, he was like, "Hey, when's your aren't you doing like a radio show? Like when is that on next?" And I was like, "That's somebody entirely different than me." And I just kept walking, and he was like, "Oh, okay." I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, "Araneo, like, you know me. Have I
know.
ever come to you talking about my live YouTube channel?"
Yeah,
You know?
but
It's It's like I asked you for a room, like a key for your wood shop. Why would I need a key for a wood shop? And I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I
get it, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
We also had we both had the same art history class.
That was really funny.
And our professor kept mixing us up and gave us the wrong readings and everything.
Yeah, that was really funny. In fact, I saw her at the
Did she think
at the opening.
Don't tell me she still is.
I don't know, man. See, that's the thing. I don't know if she even really knows who I am, because I saw her and I was like, "Hey, Gabriella, how's it going?" And she was like, "Oh, I didn't recognize you without your glasses." But so that makes me think that she thinks that I was you again, because you always wore glasses and I never wore glasses. So I just think she has absolutely no fucking idea who I am, which I'm fine with. I don't really care, but it's just really funny when you think about it.
Well, I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of sick and tired of it.
Yeah, my blood just boils thinking about it. No, just kidding.
It's not right. It's not right. They just think it's not right. But anyway. It's okay. It's been 22 minutes. I don't stream for an hour anymore. Don't worry. It's not going to be an hour of this. It'll stop.
Oh, it's fine.
It'll stop.
Did you want to talk about the Iowa caucus?
Hold on. I used to have a camera over there, and I don't see it any. I know I've been moving stuff around the studio a lot, but because I got new cameras from the Cage, but I had like another old camera that was my own camera, and it was like, did somebody steal my camera? What the hell? I just realized somebody stole my camera. Somebody's lying to me. I just realized you couldn't hear any of that. I didn't have the I didn't have my headphones on. You couldn't hear what I was saying.
Right.
You couldn't even get. You couldn't even.
People just steal things, man. That's what they do.
This is why.
That's happened to me like a million times.
You're supposed to keep the door locked so that people don't steal my shit.
Wasn't that why they started locking the door? Because somebody actually got their shit stolen, like last year?
I don't know. Someone stole chairs or something. Pisses me off. I can't. How am I going to keep this stuff in here if I can't even trust that people are not going to take it? Like, what type of world do you live in where I don't know. Whatever.
Dude, people have broken into my car like so many times and slept in it, and like tried to steal stuff, but I never leave anything in there. So
somebody comment in the chat. Why is nobody commenting today? Come on. Sorry, I'm yelling in the studio. This is what you have to deal with when you share the studio with Leo. Somebody say something. Say that you're there. I know you're there. Say hello. You have a YouTube account. Come on. Call me. Call into the show. We can talk.
Hey, did you watch that that Clear History movie with Larry David?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't that good, but it was kind of entertaining.
I saw it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out so much. It's just like there's a lot of pressure like right now with our proposals coming up, and
yeah, tell me about it. It's like all I
working
think
with this
about
tech.
sucks. It sucks.
Noel's saying that the show is fucking torturous. Did she say fucking as part of the quote, or was it just torturous?
I think she just said it was torturous.
Oh,
But it probably felt like she was saying fucking torturous because it was probably like kind of like a painful thing to hear.
There's a way you can critique with. I don't think it can. I don't think it's picking that up. Is that what's that from? Your phone? Oh wait, I thought
it was a phone.
the headphones made it sound like it was coming from like here, like down here. Oh yeah, that's her. Someone's just playing music to drown me out. Well, guess what? You can't drown me out because I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, man. You have the power of like YouTube and just to let the world hear your voice.
Let's get to the Iowa caucus.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what a sham that is.
Yeah, man.
So, do you think it's coincidence?
Something's like goofy happens every single
You think
election year.
You think the time Bernie's finally gonna win?
Yeah.
He's finally gonna get it.
Yeah,
and then
is it
something
a real
shifty happens?
Yeah. Is it like a real coinky dink that like suddenly him and like Buttigieg or whatever his name is? Buttigieg.
Get that boot that freaking jug
are
out of the
so
store.
Close, and there's
okay?
some weird.
I don't care what type of freaking preserves, pickles you have in that jar. Buttigieg that out of here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
get out of here. No, you're good, man.
But I mean, like, Buttigieg gave money to the company called Shadow.
I think he gave like $47,000. Yeah, and it has this like ominous, sketchy name called Shadow. I mean, what do you think it's gonna do? It's like a voting app. Of course, it's gonna fuck up the votes. You know.
I'm just doing transitions for fun.
I mean, they're pretty cool. Oh, I see.
What's dip? Oh, wow.
So this button does something because there's an arrow, right?
Then you have to click auto. Look, we can fade to black too, and we can come back.
Oh, nice. Now we're back with Leo Dezes, and he's talking about
the key. Whoa, what just happened?
I just pressed this.
No, I pressed the chroma. This like turns some keying thing on, which this is
cool.
not. This is what it actually. looks
and
like.
This makes multiple picture frames, right?
Oh, we can't do that while. Oh, and you have to press auto for that.
Oh.
We can't do. Wait, can we? Actually, can we do this key at the same time? See how it's blinking? I don't think we can do two of the same keys at the same time. Like, I have to turn this key off, then do that. Then the picture comes up.
Oh, okay.
This has been Learning the Switcher with Ian and Leo.
I mean, this thing is really cool.
I should have background music playing on the stream to like set the mood, you know?
Yeah.
But it's too late for that.
It's never too late.
I don't know if you can hear, but someone's playing Ziggy Stardust in the background. Please, YouTube, don't flag my account for playing copyrighted music because they like might actually do that.
They probably would. That would be pretty lame.
And now it's Rock the Casbah, and Rock the Casbah is very good.
Yeah,
but I would prefer maybe a Train in Vain, maybe a Hateful.
Yeah, I haven't listened
Spanish
to
Bombs, Rudy Can't Fail.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Cuts from London Calling. So I was just trying to show off my Kinks knowledge. Not Kinks. What the?
The Clash.
I was really into the Kinks for a while and the Clash
at the same time,
like back to back. So I think that
I had gotten into the Clash way before I ever really got into the Kinks, and then I don't think it was until I was like 21 or 22 I went through this huge like Kinks phase, and I was also really into Yo La Tengo at the time, but I didn't realize that my mind was kind of blown because I didn't realize that they covered Big Sky, and Big Sky was originally a Kinks song. Both the versions are great, but yeah, I think the Kinks are my favorite British invasion band. You know.
I like the Kinks a lot. I always want to like them more than I do though. Like some albums I don't quite like as much, and I want to like love everything.
Yeah.
But I really like Ray Davies' songs and Dave Davies too. And
yeah. Are they? Do you know if they're like still alive?
Supposedly, there's a potential new like reunion or album or some type. That probably won't be good, but like for the longest time, it was just like not gonna happen. But now,
yeah,
things are starting to happen a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it will be good, but what if it was? I mean, I don't really know how something like that can be like really good. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's like 2020. I mean,
I know.
I could be wrong,
but I still want it just to have like one more Kinks album. It's like some people I think would prefer not to have that. For me, it's like just give it to me because there might be like one song in there that's great, and like then or maybe one song in there that's just good, but then I have one more good Kinks song.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Ray Davies has made some new albums called like Americana Part 1 and 2.
Huh? Just like solo.
I wanna make my home where the buffalo roam. That's a real lyric from it. Anyway. He likes to make like rock operas and stuff, which I really relate to a lot actually.
Likes to make what?
Rock operas.
Oh, that's
and like
that's
or like
really
concept
funny.
albums. I'm like really into that.
That is really
I made Deep Into
silly.
the Blue and I have plans for one in the future, but I'm in grad school right now. I don't have time to make rock operas and concept albums.
I mean, you could.
They wouldn't. They would say this is not art. You can't do this in this program. Why are you here?
Well,
and then they would kick me out. But that's what they're doing now anyway because I'm live streaming.
Did I ever tell you
I like
about?
to look at I like to do this. I like to
like really fast, like make it look like it's cutting to you. Well, like I made a concept album. I remixed.
I have a really short tongue.
I have a really long tongue.
Whoa, dude! Like that line, like on my tongue. That's why I can't speak clearly. That's why my voice sucks. That's why I can't enunciate because my tongue is like constricted by that line.
I can't enunciate because my brain information just moves too slowly.
This is great. I could never have such a zoom before. I could never have such a zoom
it's
like
really
this
cool.
when I talk. What happened to your brain? I'm sorry.
Oh no, just I don't know. Information just goes from one place and then just goes to another. Then I figure out what's going on, and then I'm able to talk. That's how my mind works.
If someone that can hear me speaking in the studio would like to come and be interviewed on the show about how I'm annoying them, please enter my studio now.
And it's nobody. Nobody's annoyed by you, Leo. That's a good thing.
Okay. Well, we've been streaming for a half hour. I don't really have any more good content to do. I have fun videos to play sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That music is distracting me. I have more things to do other times. This was very, like I said, I did my proposals. This is this show's going to be loose. It's going to happen okay, let's get some like housekeeping done.
Are you any like closer to like
this might not even be art.
Figuring out
I think it is because I think everything's art that we do. I don't want to chew this. It's my new headphones. What are you going to ask me?
Oh, are you any closer to like figuring out like why you're making art? Because I know like Noelle's like every time you present, she's just like, no, you're not making art.
Well, I think that I'm making art because, see, her definition of art is that it has to like challenge something or be like
ask a question.
Yeah, and my definition of art is kind of maybe unrealistic to compare with like. That's too loud. The music. It's gonna flag my stream.
What is that like? I'm trying to figure out who it is. I can't.
It let me lose my train of thought.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like I think music. I got distracted. I think my brain, music like makes me pay attention to it. Like I can't work. Some people can like write papers and stuff on music because it distracts my brain. So I'm
man,
like,
yeah. I have to have silence.
Okay. My art. What were we talking about? Why it's art? Oh yeah, I have a very broad, all-encompassing definition of art because I feel like you can't get to a definition that applies to everything. That's like an objective definition without going out that broad now. Yeah. And so it's like, for me, I know it's like Jonathan won't even agree. He's like, Leo, you're wrong. But I think art is like anything that someone like creatively makes.
Yeah.
I think is art, or at least if somebody thinks that it is. It's all down to like.
I don't know.
I
I mean,
know that's extremely broad.
If there's some weirdo in like his basement, like hammering nails to a piece of wood, and then he's like, "This is art." Is that art?
Yeah. Because to me, like Dono just made it like so. It's like you can do anything. I know they kind of had a different like. It wasn't quite they were meaning that, but like to me, the natural extension is because everything just becomes then like an arbitrary.
So it just ended with Dada.
Everything then becomes just like a subjective opinion about what. Because someone might say like a Tarkovsky film is art, but then like, how do you make the differentiation from that?
Was he the one that made
to like Napoleon Dynamite? And so like, it's like no, like it's you're making judgment calls. That's just your personal what you think about it. So like maybe it isn't just anything that somebody creates. Maybe is if the person creates it with the intention for it to be art, it's art.
Yeah.
But then that's like a super like that's a very subjective definition in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's an objectively subjective definition. But Noelle just doesn't like what I make. And like she's friends with Neil, and Neil hates my work, and so I think she hates it too. But it's not. That doesn't mean that I can't beef up my critical.
Yeah,
I was gonna end the show, but like we got into this good discussion. This is good.
I don't really know how to talk about like I don't know, like video art or live broadcast performance art. So I don't really, I just when I hear criticism of them, I'm just like I have no fucking idea.
And Noelle talked about me not wanting to be a part of contemporary art world. I'm not opposed to it, but I feel like the contemporary art world doesn't want to be a part of like this type of stuff, really. People say like because people continually tell me, but I don't know. I don't want to make that judgment either, because like I'm not necessarily trying to like submit this. I don't. How would you even? But anyway, I don't know. But there's something else that I felt I should say. But
yeah, I guess maybe I don't know if there was like. I guess if you like, say like. I don't know. It's like you're working, so we have a camera, live broadcast in on YouTube, right? So that's like a set of rules. Like, it's like, what do you like? How do you not necessarily go against that, but how you just kind of like play with that?
See, why do I have to go against it? Why can't I be part of it?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're still a part of it because you're in it.
Hey, you're part of it. Shout out to Piebald.
Who's that?
That's Piebald. A band. Huh. That's like little known, I guess. Yeah. I think I see people like, and I love like. No, I shouldn't say this alone lives. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about. I was getting ready to talk about other students' work, but like work that I love.
Yeah.
But I was going to compare it to what I'm doing, and I don't know if it's wise to get into this. Do you think I should get controversial?
If you feel like that's something you need to do, I fully support it. That's why I'm here.
Do you think I should get controversial? It's not really controversial. I just feel like. Okay. No.
Go ahead, say it.
Okay. It's nothing like terrible. I'm making it sound more to what it is. I'm gonna bring you into the fold too. I like your paintings.
Thank you.
And I like Chase's paintings a lot. Mm-hmm. And I see like you painting like kind of stuff from your everyday life. Mm-hmm. And I see Chase painting like wild stuff that comes to his mind, like skulls on a horse's butt and dinosaurs having sex. And so then I say, okay, I'm gonna make what I like. What I'm gonna be. And I don't see like the difference. I see me being challenged in ways that the painters aren't, because painting is like a historical medium in contemporary art. Sure. I don't know if this is I want you to like come back at me if you have like be like, Leo, actually you're wrong about this because of this or something.
Well, I mean, now it's gonna get kind of like into like this really like pedantic, boring conversation. I work in a framework of painting and history, and there are things that I work in, like the quotidian or the everyday, and right now I'm starting to learn. It's like, oh, well, how do I, make something that's banal and boring really, like, elevated, or how do I take? So I was talking to Jason about this. He was just like, how do you? It's like he's like, you're really great at like just really sucking the life out of something that people think is just like cool. Using like really like weird, awful, muted colors and like
I don't know nothing about painting.
A matte surface,
yeah,
which is like
when I see paintings, I'm just like, I like that painting. I just don't, I can't judge it like in this way. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like things you can do. You know, it's not like illustration. You know, but it's like how do you handle these materials to really, you know, bring about a certain feeling in like a viewer. That's how I think, you know, about painting, and like what type of thinking about colors, how they might taste and sound to somebody if they were like alive, you know, is it going to be like I like quiet paintings, you know, honestly, when I'm not trying to be like funny with my work, I just like really kind of quiet, meditative paintings that are, you know, not nice to look at. I mean, nice to look at, but just kind of make you say,
so like,
huh.
I think I'm very confused about like what is like enough that I'm trying to say. This stream is just gone. I was gonna end it. This is turned into like art talk.
Yeah.
I think like I'm very confused about like. See, I hear people saying like about painting, like what you just said, like, I keep like losing my train of thought because I'm like thinking about so much stuff. What like was the last thing you just said about like painting? Like,
I just
you didn't say
like,
everyday stuff, or did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I did. I thought you might have said that earlier. Stuff about like that and stuff of painting like that. That's other things. That's why I don't get like when I'm saying like I want to like. I don't know. I don't want to compare. It's never good to compare art. Like I don't want to get into.
Well,
like,
no. I mean, I think.
Like I feel like when I'm saying I want to focus on like things being kind of frivolous, not important, like light, humor, like play. I don't see how that's like. I see how some of those might be a little less specific, but I don't see how that's that different from saying like I'm dealing with it every day, or I'm dealing with like a sublime.
Yeah.
Or I'm dealing. That's what confuses me. Like,
yeah. Well, what if you like had like a talk show where you, I don't know, incorporated play into something that maybe is not supposed to be like play orientated?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Or what if you, because then you're going like against like a set of restrictions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it can just be about that, I guess, or it could be. I don't know if that's something that you're gonna do or not, but
that's actually not a bad idea, though.
Yeah, like what if you?
I can move this.
It's
around.
like,
sorry, I'm like playing with this circle.
Well, it's like Tim and Eric. Did you ever watch
Ian's
Cooking?
Head on my head.
Yeah, do it.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
It's like Tim and Eric. Like there's Cooking with Tim Ware. I don't know.
I've seen
his
some
last name?
Tim and Eric stuff.
It's really funny because he has this like shitty YouTube cooking show, and it's just bad. It's like he uses Pitzman's mustard and everything, and he's like, so I got a little bit more of my special ingredient, you know, the Pitzman's. And Eric comes on, and he's just like, man, fuck you. Like, why are you doing this bullshit show? We're supposed to be in our meeting. Nice. Yeah. And
Double Ian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. That's came to my mind.
I'm listening to you like 75%.
Yeah. I can tell. That's okay.
Sometimes, even before when I was doing the show, people would say things. I would watch the show back, and people would say something to me, and I just wouldn't even acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably happened. I apologize. I literally am like...
It's okay.
It's more reason why I need another assistant to do this, I guess. But then they have control over the creativity of the switching. I want that control.
Yeah, well, maybe...
So
maybe that's something you can play with, is like, I'm in control of the cameras. This is my world.
No.
I don't know.
Whoa, nice angle. Let's have some keyed imagery here. And then what if I fade between it? No, that just okay, yeah.
Whoa. Man, I feel like if public access TV was still a thing, like you would just be killing it, man.
This is the new public access, and that's why I referenced public access in my proposal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Then there's, I think in my work, I'll stop. I can talk about my work. We all can, but I'll like
Yeah,
bring
I
up one
know.
last thing, which I'm confused about, which maybe I should ask Noelle about.
Mhm.
I think my work is maybe doing things that I'm not intending. So I'm not like, because my work, like she mentioned, dealing with like, I don't know if it deals with consumerism, but like the advertisement, there's something of like a critique of like
See,
capitalist stuff.
that was like
And then
really. I
there's-
thought that piece was like one of the
and-
funniest things I've seen
Like,
in a long time. I really loved it.
wait, which one?
Your pet store thing. I thought that shit was hilarious.
the
man.
what?
The pet store one.
Oh, the pet store. Okay.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And I've had advertisements like on this show too, like shrimp juice.
oh
Shrimp
yeah.
juice. And I have themes of like, there's things that I do like where I fail on the stream, like I mess up and I like don't escape from the handcuffs, and like that's like a newer thing.
Mhm.
And then there's like the visual element of like all these. There's like a narcissistic, like desperate element of like all these people trying to like, and me being one of them, like stream out and get this like attention and like
Mhm.
sending more visual spam into the internet, into the airwaves.
Mhm.
But I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm like am I supposed to be talking about all that extra stuff too? Even though I'm not like, it's not like my goal is for the playful stuff, but this other stuff's like coming out of it.
Probably not, because then it might
Yeah.
be confusing, because it might come across as an afterthought.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't mentioned it, because it's
Yeah.
like,
In my mind, like
and
when I think
I
about
almost am
art.
saying like maybe like me trying not to be important, even when you're trying to not be important, important things still come out of it. Hence, showing me trying to show the importance of the unimportant.
Mm-hmm.
But that might be, they're not going to buy that. Natalia. She ignored me. I wanted her to be on this stream today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we went a while. We went a little longer than I expected. We have to go to class at 6 today, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, we do.
I didn't eat food since
I haven't eaten
food
anything
since
either. I'm like
1.
really hungry. Yeah, same.
Yeah,
here.
now I feel bad that like I kept you here. Maybe like
Oh, man.
but we got into a good discussion.
I mean, I feel like this is how I pictured it. Kind of like I just
Okay.
assumed it was going to be like an hour. So it's not. I mean, I had planned for it. you know.
Okay. Before I end the show, I do want to address the public. From now on, I will be streaming. I will be alternating weeks. I will still stream every Thursday at 5, but it'll be on and off, with 1 week being total insanity with me and Aubrey and having a jam-packed content show for you guys, and then 1 week being this show I'm just going to call Freak Out.
Casual talk
And yeah.
with Leo.
And it's just going to be like loose. This was a very, very, very loose episode. And like I said, I was very busy this week. I think in the future I will at least bring in some more like other things to happen and some more like things to like just like spice it up a bit. But this one is going to just be more like freeform, experimental. Just kind of like to get out my ideas that maybe aren't good enough to, or maybe something happens that becomes really good. But anyway.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Cool.
I'd like to thank Alex for her camera work.
Thank you,
It's
Alex.
excellent and like
Good
amazing,
job.
and like it's serious. It's so much better having a camera move around. I just feel like it's so much better.
Yeah.
Ian, thank you for being here.
Well, thank
on
you
the
for
show.
having me, Leo. I had a lot of fun.
I'd like to thank my fellow co-students for putting up with my voice and my yelling. And I would like to say this music that's playing better the fuck not flag my stream for content, because then I'll have to mute the whole thing and then people can't even watch it. But do they really want to watch it? I don't know, but I digress.
You got 2 people watching right now,
Okay.
man. Come on.
And they stuck around. I didn't
Yeah.
lose viewers this time. I
Yeah.
didn't get a lot. Total Insanity gets like 8 viewers now. But this, too, hey, it's probably like a student. And my cousin kept being like, are you streaming? Are you streaming? He kept asking me, like, are you streaming? Are you streaming? Because he keeps wanting to watch
He's
it.
pumped, man.
And he said, I'll call in, I'll call in. Or he didn't tell me he'll call in this time, but he normally like will call in and stuff. I don't even know if he's watching it because he hasn't. I thought he was going to, but it's not his.
Leo.
Maybe he got busy. I don't want to call him out. Maybe he's watching. He's like, Leo, what the fuck? Why are you calling me out right now? And like,
So I'm
now
never
he's never
calling
going to
you
watch
in
it
again.
again. But bottom line is, I should have ended the show already, but I went on a rambling diversion. But that's my life. I ramble and diverge.
I ramble too.
And
It's okay.
I need to work on bringing you.
I tell the same stories over and over again
need
to
to-
people.
I
So that's
kinda do that
kind of
too.
like rambling.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut back. I need to work on bringing better comedy because I don't know how to do acting or comedy. I don't have any theater or comedy experience.
Well, here's the funny thing
And-
about comedy, Leo. Like, comedy is usually based off of 2 opposing juxtapositions of words or ideas. That's what makes them funny.
Wow. Wow. Oh, Wilson. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Well, and with that, thank you for watching. This is all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Bye.